How'd you do, I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the handyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, Trevor, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome, gentle viewers and listeners, to today's stream. I am your host, Coyote de la Mancha. Welcome to our return to Suda 51's The Silver Case. And so, I've been contemplating this game and considering some of the things that have happened in it, and some of the contradictions ranging from apparent contradictions in the characters' motivations, to even blatant things like the discrepancies in time. For example, the original Silver Case was 20 years ago, but apparently the main villain, Kamui, who perpetrated those crimes, is only 24 years old. But he escaped after 20 years in a psych ward because his therapist fell in love with him. He murdered her and escaped. So Kamui was raised in a psychosocial experiment that the Japanese government was running on the majority of parentless children in the 24 wards. Statistically, in all likelihood, so were at least some of the police. My character, meanwhile, has been rendered mute, definitely by the trauma that he witnessed at the hands of Kamui, and perhaps partially from the inhumane training and expectations that were placed upon him as a member of the heinous crimes unit of this world's police department. One of the police who is watching over him now, and who worked with him before, the Harvey Bullock of the group, if you will, has taken to mocking him for his current broken condition, nicknaming him Big Dick. Because the idea of a traumatized person being a detective is apparently hilarious to this guy. And I've been thinking about this and kind of contemplating what Suda51 might be trying to say. And I think that the main theme that runs throughout every plot and subplot of this game would seem to be dehumanization. The way that society has treated these characters, the way that they treat each other, people being treated like dolls, dolls crying out in pain like people, the similarities and madness between Kamui and the police who hunt him, the treatment of the main character, who is named by the player, by the very persons that he once worked with and are now supposed to be helping him. And I think this game, and probably other Suda51 games, are various forms of analysis and protest over the dehumanization that different people suffer in modern society, at their own hands, at the hands of their peers, and at the multiple-pronged tentacles of their society. So, let me try to get the right... There we are. And I do think there's a certain degree of sarcasm that runs concurrently through this game, and certainly through No More Heroes as well. Because while there are characters who accept such matter as unavoidable or not worth thinking about, or even think that they're awesome, I get the impression that Suda51 distinctly does not. And I think that his title for this genre of video games, Kill the Past, is not an exhortation, but a warning. And I love this, I love the soundboard. We have like survive, refuse, peace, impulse, wheel, lunatic, noise, progress, incident sample, and so on. Of course, I could be wrong.
I am here to turn down the game.
Ah, so the game... Could anyone actually hear me over the game?
However, the music is a little bit loud.
Okay.
You're still completely distinct, though. I heard everything you were saying.
Okay, well, I'm glad for that, then. It would be a sad day indeed if the only person who could enjoy the sound of my voice was me.
Yeah, I did think you sounded great, just the music was a little bit loud. It's like
Okay,
with you a bit.
well, thank you for turning that down a bit.
You're all good.
Groovy! Thank you, Izzy the Fool. Yeah, but like I said, I could be wrong. Video games are an art form, and art reflects reality. And reality itself is the ultimate Rorschach test. So, with that out of the way, onward. Where'd you go? It's lonely, all alone. Where'd you go? There's nobody here. Where'd you go? Do you hate me? Where'd you go? I can't do it alone. Where'd you go? I'll protect you. Where'd you go? Where are you? Where'd you go? Is it that good? Where'd you go? Aren't you lonely? Where'd you go? Goodbye. Hikaru disappeared. Hikaru is so kind. But he's too kind. He has no sense of presence. But I really like Hikaru. And I really have a sense of presence. just disappearing like that. Hikaru really did it this time. Maybe he's trying to surprise me and is hiding somewhere. The old lady won't tell me anything. Hikaru must really mean it this time. Not really. Maybe the kids in class and Hikaru all locked up somewhere. That would be bad. I have to help him. Things have gotten pretty bad now. Hikaru is quiet in front of people, but he talks a lot to me. He doesn't look it, but he's really cheerful. I've seen Hikaru laugh lots of times. I know Hikaru's true personality. He laughs a lot and sounds like a frog. He really says ribbit. He really does. And so, to play with Hikaru again, have to help. First, this apartment building. I went ahead and set up the Save Hikaru special headquarters at that base. The base is somewhere in these apartments, but it's a secret. The base is only for Hikaru and me, as we promised each other. Lots of people live here, and there are lots of grown-ups I don't know. But we can't tell the difference between grown-ups. We don't really care about those grown-ups. We like some of them. The baker man is always smiling and gives us extra bread sometimes. The guy on the second floor is nice too. He looks scary, but he says that's dangerous and worries about us. Quit playing games and go play outside. He says that a lot. Then there's... I don't know anyone else. They all look the same. One more time. I'll try remembering Hikaru. Where did he play? Where could he be? Where is he hiding? Hikaru. Last summer, Hikaru came to this town. I remember his scared-looking eyes when he stood small next to the teacher. How scared he must have been when he came to town. I also had to move around a lot, so I know. People you meet for the first time all look scary. Mr. Moneo says to think of them as pumpkins, but to me, they all look like really scary monsters. When you move to a new town, with all the strange monsters. It's sort of exciting. But everyone is mean to outsiders, so it's really scary. Hikaru looked like that too. I really understand. I showed Hikaru around this town so that he wouldn't get lost. Our territory. I told him that the 5th grade kids hang out on 4th Street, so he shouldn't go there alone. I showed him the shortcut home, too. After school, we play together at the shrine and the park, and sometimes we find empty lots. Usually they turn into apartment buildings, but they're open for about a month. We play board games at Shigenore's house. And we play video games at Minoru's house. I don't really like him, but he has video games, so I put up with him. I don't go to Kojima and Nakayo's houses, because they're mean. Karasawa is a good guy, and he's rich, and we can eat lots of yummy snacks at his house. Kunihiko's house is fun, too. Kunihiko is good at drawing, and he draws really cool giant robots. Right, Hikaru? Yeah, Izzy the Fool says, I don't really like him, but he has video games, so I put up with him. Valid. Okay, I don't remember who Ruvik was, but Hikaru, I believe, is one of the words for light in Japanese, and it's pretty obvious that he has passed on. So now on to the stakeout. What a nice girl. What? Ayami. Ayami? The fuck is that? The Kamui case perp. Are you shitting me? You're falling in love with a serial killer? What are you, fucking stupid? Well, yeah, but she's hot, right? Dumbass. You're a real idiot. She destroyed special forces and murdered those 3 broads. That's not the kind of broad a pussy like you should be fucking with. Fuck off, old man. She's really not so bad. Stop trying to break down a person's love like that. Forget about her. I can't. I'll wait for her. However many years it takes, I'll wait for her so we can start our second life. Yeah, I don't remember who this guy is or what kind of voice I was doing with him, or most of these people really, but I went back and I watched some of my old videos on this game and I took notes on the voices, so we'll just see what happens. However many years it takes, I'll wait for her so we can start our second life. Do whatever then. What a bunch of bullshit. Fucking kids. RE fan says the dude needs help. Yeah. Yeah. I'm falling in love with a serial killer or a mass murderer from a distance. I forgot there's a term for that, but yeah. The dude needs help. Okay. I have this guy yet? Okay, yeah, that's Tetsu. Okay, I was giving him more or less the right voice. Whatever, Tetsu. I know I felt something. Okay, now see, here, this is interesting though, because Tetsu seems to be drawn a little younger here than I've seen it in the past, and so time is being kind of slippery. Yeah, sounds like a plot to a 90s horror crime drama. Yeah, I won't argue. And when they were talking about how Kamui was born in the psychosocial experiment, and was brought, well, not born into it, but he was brought into it at the age of 4, and that was 20 years ago. At first I thought that maybe that might have been a flashback, but everyone was drawn the same. So, I don't know. It might be that time is just kind of a matter of perception. Or it might be that these are people who just age very, very gracefully. Anyway, our poor would-be Romeo here. I know I felt something. And you call yourself a fucking detective. Listen, don't you ever say shit like this to anyone else. Of course. I can't talk about this with anyone else. What a fucking honor. Yeah, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. I want to see her. Christ. Just go for Achisuka or someone instead. You two would look good together. No way. That'd never work. Well, whatever. Yeah. Come on. It's not that simple. Well, yeah. Of course it isn't simple. Hachisuka? What's up? Something's up in District D4. Please provide backup. I can't. We're on a stakeout. What? What about Mordakawa? Aren't you two partners? Go handle it as a team. He's not here. I can't get hold of him. Same as usual then, huh? Okay, fine. I'll go by myself. No. Don't move alone. He's right. Don't do anything rash. What else am I supposed to do? There's nobody else. I've seen plenty die thanks to that kind of carelessness. I mean, do whatever you want, but You're exaggerating. Oh yeah, Hachisuka. Go get Coyote. You can use him. Yes, I, as the traumatized psychotic break, non-speaking person who just gets dragged around everywhere, will be ideal for backup. Oh, lousy, lousy, lousy. Oh well. Go get Coyote, you can use him. That's better than nothing, right? That would be better. Live in the now. I don't really get it, but whatever. Can you get a hold of him? You can get him online. Search for part-time. He's registered. His home address should be listed there, too. Okay, I'll do that. You okay? I'm okay, thanks. You'd better hurry. Got it. What was that? She seemed weird just now. I have no idea. Everything is so messed up. Same day. Apartment. 3:40 p.m. My room. Okay, now let's play How Much Does Coyote Actually Remember These Controls, if any or at all. Let's see here. Let's move, I believe. Yes, movement. Alright. There's the man himself, Kamui. I see him everywhere I look now. Alright. Let's see here. First I'm gonna save before anything else happens. Okay, can I implement? Okay. All right. Oh, hi. So, what if I seek to implement that? No? I seek to use it as a contact point. No. Alright, moving closer. Contact all the things. Contact point is there, I believe. Do I implement it to create a contact point? Oh, yeah. When you see contact point text on the screen, that's when you should use contact, right? Well, that's what I was thinking. Okay, maybe I need to move closer? No, I don't have that option. Contact point. Yeah, it shows computer in blue. It's... Curse you, Red Baron! The simplicity of this game confounds me. Clickety, 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 clickety. Yeah, I've been trying to... Oh, I need to click the word computer away from the screen. Yeah, that's intuitive. Okay, from junk@kipple.ne.jp to main character, subject, bookmark. So, how have you been? I have been watching you. I'm basically your neighbor. You could say that professionally. I'm known as the Bat. Please call me the Bat. I rather like the name. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, I'm sensing this is not Bruce Wayne. Anyway, I've been watching over you from the shadows. I just wanted to say hi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. P.S. Do you know Tokyo Morimoto? He's a very dangerous man. You two best to stay away from him. It may be an unnecessary warning, but... It's obviously Hank Venture. Yeah, Hank Venture grows up to be the Bat in this game. I'm not gonna say no. So, Tokyo Morimoto. I don't recall who that is, but I think that's a character from the last Placebo chapter. Tokyo Morimoto. Ding. Uh-oh. Okay, hello, Control. I'm gonna give you a moment. Okay. The game is getting a little confuzzled, but that's fine. And the... Okay, there we go. There's chat again. Yeah, just... Apparently there was a moment of technical confusion. So... I'm gonna say implement. The door? No. Okay. Yeah, the computer seemed to be getting a little confused for a moment there. Yeah. Yeah, last night I'll stream, somehow my cutting-edge, top-of-the-line, sunk into a computer did a blue screen of death last night I'll stream. So, Izzy the Fool is kind of in the background with his foot on the starting block just in case. And it's like, come on, you're not supposed to do this, you're supposed to be so cool. Okay. That's interesting. Explanation. Okay. There's something I'm supposed to do here. Okay. We're starting to have some problems again. So, okay, move, contact, save, implement. My thought is implement. Skynet is effing with the stream. I won't say it's impossible, but our resident techno wizard is on his way over, so...
I have two guesses as to what might potentially stop this from happening.
Okay.
I'd like to try to implement them.
Alright.
I need control of keyboard and mouse.
I give you control of keyboard and mouse. Take control from
Error,
me.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, that's because Streamlabs is having a bit of a problem.
Curse you, Streamlabs.
But, okay, actually, Streamlabs says everything's fine, but the computer is just really not doing well. So my guess as to how we might address this. We're currently rendering the game at a higher resolution than we're streaming it, so I'm thinking maybe if we just turn down the display of what we're rendering to match what we're streaming, our viewers won't notice anything different, but it will take a bit of load off the computer.
Okay, now... setting aside the minor freakout that I'm having about my computer having any problems at all at this stage, I'd like to point out the irony that we were doing frickin' Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah.
With all
the
the
same settings.
with all the settings just maxed out, bother be damned.
No issues at all, none. Zero.
No issues whatsoever. We started doing the really easy games,
Like really easy, basic stuff.
and she starts having trouble.
Yeah, YouTube is saying we've got poor stream health. Error, not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. Over in Streamlabs, it says everything is fucking flawless.
Okay, could there be a problem with internet connectivity?
No. Categorically, our internet's fucking great.
Okay.
I'll run a test real quick, but yeah. Yeah, it was like episode 4. Oh no, Skynet says no. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've got right around 500 megabits per second internet speeds, so
So,
not a fucking problem.
yeah, in theory, we should be fine. So,
Checking our output, bitrate. Bitrate's fucking good.
maybe it's a problem with YouTube?
I'll bump up the bitrate just in case that helps, because we can certainly afford it. With how crazy good our upload and download speed are, our bitrate is lowballing, so we may as well up that a bit. Yeah, Stream Health still says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, here's what's happening. I don't understand.
Okay, underneath this calm demeanor, my head is exploding. And yeah, everything on our end indicates that the stream quality is good, quote unquote.
Yep. Hardly any CPU usage whatsoever. Perfectly solid frame rate. No dropped frames. Flawless bitrate.
Damn it, YouTube, what the hell?
YouTube is saying, oh no, not enough, oh no.
Stream status poor.
Yep. And it will not change from that.
Yeah, give it 5,000 stream, 5,000,
50,000.
50,000. The bit rate thing
Although I
with
actually
bigger
think
number going.
That setting actually won't take, apparently.
Oh,
Crash Bandicoot's fault. We pick on Crash Bandicoot so much.
or Crash. So I remember one time I was out walking. It was about, I don't know, I think it was a little before midnight. And admittedly, that's a time when a lot of people are in bed. But for me, that's kind of when the day is getting started, because daylight is both painful and dreary. And I'm just kind of wandering around, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever been pulled over by the police while out walking. But it's quite something when you're just out walking by yourself in your neighborhood and suddenly everything turns red and blue, right? And so cop stops and he shines that huge spotlight on me. So I'm trying to shield my eyes from the spotlight, and he's wanting me to put my hand down, which is kind of the opposite of what you'd think that police would normally say to somebody. It's like, no, I need you to put your hand down. Like, okay. So we got talking a little bit, and he was like, well, it seemed like you were disoriented, and I wouldn't have been able to really feel like I was doing my job if I hadn't stopped you and looked into the situation and found out why you were so disoriented. Now, what was happening was I was wearing a pair of khaki pants. They had a cockatrice that was embroidered on one leg. They were very, very cool. Barefoot and shirtless because it was the height of summer. And I was just looking at the sky because it was an abnormally clear evening, and I was enjoying, the green leaves and the trees and the sky filled with stars, and apparently that is just too far outside the norm to be tolerated, so woo! So we ended up, and he was shadow training another police officer, so there was another younger fellow with him. And we talked for a little while, and then, of course, the younger police officer and I ended up kind of doing this little dance.
God damn, that actually fixed it, really?
Oh, you fixed it. Very
Oh,
nice.
God.
What did you do?
I just told your computer to consider Streamlabs to be extremely high priority.
Okay,
Apparently it was at normal priority, and then Windows apparently decided to just choke the stream. But now we're good. I ticked one box, and we went from poor to excellent, so...
okay, well, thank you, Techno Wizard.
Yeah, we should be good.
Okay, that's awesome.
The chat box is at a weird spot now, hold up.
Cool, I'll go ahead and finish my story real quick.
Yeah, dude.
So the younger officer in training and I, we kind of were circling each other while we're talking, and it was a pleasant conversation once we got past the preliminaries. I didn't have my identification with me at the time, and so earlier on, he had pointed out that it's technically against the law to leave your home without proof of state identification on your person. I pointed out how much I really missed the Cold War because of that. And so we talked about the Cold War and socio-political implications thereof, and And we talked about the war on crime and the war on drugs, and a variety of philosophical similarities and differences we had between us. And as I said, the younger cop and I were just sort of genteelly circling each other because his training involved make sure that he can get behind me just in case I need to be gunned down like a dog. And my attitude was, I don't like other people being behind me, especially if he has his hand on his gun, because I prefer not to be gunned down like a dog. And so there was this kind of overlap of our opinions, but not exactly a total meeting of the minds. But, you know, we were able to stay cool about it and recognize, yeah, I'm content to continue circling around if you're content to be circling around. And he was like, oh yeah, circling around is kind of my job right now. We're all good. And, after a while, the two of them had to get back to their patrol, and I wanted to get back to my walk, and after a while, I looked at the cop and questioned the one who was leading the charge, and I said, so, officer, are you satisfied that I'm not intoxicated? And he did this perfect straight man. I mean, his eyes were smiling, but the rest of his face was just absolutely, you know, stone. And he said in his very best Joe Friday voice, no, Coyote, you're not intoxicated. You're a hippie. Which was the first time I'd ever been called a hippie. But, you know, people will categorize. You know, and it's like, I don't really trust labels, man. But, in any case, as Izzy the Fool says, we should be good at least for the time being. God only knows what the merry forces of entropy will play on us next, but oh well. Hail, Eris! Back to the game. So, that is a point that I should interact with, right? That little star in the middle of the screen? I think it is. I think that's something I'm supposed to interact with. But if I move up to it, the little starry point goes away. Maybe I'm supposed to advance there, because that's the only way to then turn and approach the computer in the alcove? I'm not sure. And RE fan, I'm going to ask you to be more specific than yes, because there's just enough delay in the chat box that I'm not sure what exactly you're saying yes to. Okay, contact, computer. I sit down in front of computer. Okay, that's the same email that I read before. Okay, so star indicates there's something to interact with. When you get close, the star becomes the contact point. When contact point is on the screen, use the contact to locate objects of interest, then click the object. Okay, so all that is just saying that I had something on my computer to check out, if I'm understanding you correctly. Specifically the names that appear on the right. Okay. So I'm not sure on the right of what, but I'm going to guess to the right of the primary visual screen, but above the control screen is what you mean. Okay, so Right side of the screen. When in doubt, save. If there is one thing that we learned from the Saints Row Sundays, it's save. Early, often, and always. Implement. I wonder. Yeah. Implement. Contact. Okay, so I wasn't able to use the computer to actually contact anyone. So back out into the hall. Oh. Well, oh, okay, so apparently she's at the door. Okay. So implement? Yeah. As I say, it's been a year since I played this. Aha! Contact Hachisuka. You seem well, huh? Do I? Do I really seem well to you? You have a second? Sure. It's not like I'm seeing Kamui spontaneously appear in the computer screen like a character from Videodrome or anything. But frankly, I want your help with an investigation. Okay, are you going to start calling me Big Dick? Because that kind of kills it for me. Technically, I just want you to come down to the site. How about it? Yeah, okay. Okay, going from home, past Division 12, past Route Circle, taking a right to Industrial Way and Public Street down to Typhoon, down to Typhoon Apartments. Here it is. It just looks like a regular apartment building, but these apartment buildings look nice, but something about them is creepy. Let's start the investigation. Typhoon, first floor. Get to the inner garden. Go straight ahead and you'll get there. Don't waste any time. Let's hurry. Typhoon Courtyard. Excuse me, could you move? Oh, I can't tell if it's him saying that or her. Excuse me, could you move? Okay. Alright. Going that way is apparently impossible. Okay, I see. Speak with Kawabata. How did it go? Aren't you a detective? Isn't this your guys' job? Yeah, seriously, everybody in this game is such a star human being. We got the request. All the detectives are out on bigger jobs. I see. Well, sometimes it's nice to do more low-key work like this. So what's the situation? What was the cause of death? Look, up there. Suicide? I wonder. We can't be sure, but if there was a motive. From up above. Cervical fractures, complex fractures all over the body, and bruising. They'd have died instantly. The ground is dirt, so the cranium is intact, but the way the bones broke, damn. Any leads on a possible murder? Any signs of a struggle? Nothing in particular. Not at this point. We're waiting on the autopsy. I see. Hey, Chizuru. What's up with Morikawa? Skipping work? Yeah. Hey, if you see him, tell him to show up once in a while. Mahjong? Yeah, he hasn't been coming around. He used to like it more than work. Okay, the dude hasn't been showing up for Mahjong either. Interesting. But now, since he has a hot partner, apparently he's really into his job now. Kawabata, that's... Well, the rest is your job. The investigation depends on whether or not we find a proper motive. Got it. I'll contact you once we get the results. A rookie? Basically. I see. Well, good luck then. You too, rookie. And I stare at him, silent in my trauma, contemplating how I could be surrounded by this many dullards this often. Thanks. Let's see here. Nope, that's not practical. Alright, let's speak to this individual. Cop. Is it just me or all the cops look the same in this? Very well. I shall speak to... Okay, so... I don't know if anyone can hear me at this stage or not.
I'm sure everyone can. Yes, we're good.
Okay. So, my apologies to everyone. Apparently, Windows 11 has just made like a white rabbit and completely swallowed its own head. We're not sure how, we're not sure why, we're just hoping to high heaven that whatever it is, it's repairable and or covered by warranty. I'm going to go ahead and sign off at this point because unfortunately we're not able to continue the stream as intended without the computer that, you know, was doing all of the streaming and gaming and stuff. But
yeah, we're on a backup machine right now.
yeah. Come hell or high water, we are going to continue streaming somehow. Like I say, if all else fails, hopefully this is something that's under warranty and we'll use my laptop as the streaming device in the meantime. So it's a good thing that we're doing relatively simple games right now for both streams.
The show will go on.
The show will go on. Bye, Netty Jingo. Anyway, I wanted to thank all of you. I am trying not to completely lose my goddamn mind over here. But thank you all for your continued support and for your patience. You are all wonderful. And so it is, my gentle viewers and listeners. I'm going to let you go. We will be back Wednesday night, midnight Mountain Standard Time, 1 a.m. Central Standard Time for the usual Night Owl stream, and then 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time the Sunday following for the next Coyote Streams. Again, thank you very much for all of your continued support, and I will see all of you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again.